Welcome back to the Sporty stream, everybody. Hopefully all is doing well out there. I'm Sporty FC. Hopefully you all are doing well. See you all here for the Rocket League Splash Series Tsunami Cup. It's been a long day for me, but we just got a doubleheader on this stream coming up for late night action. Sponsored by 135 Esports. Not really sponsored, but supported by 135 Esports. It is going to start with NIRV technique versus Team Team Not Found, and the team not found teammates. Jay and Hocki are going to play a little 1v1 against each other afterwards. So here for a great time. I know I am. I know you all are. If you're from 135, which by the way is the org that I do currently represent, just all of you for joining in. It should be a great night. Great action. Again, we are starting in the Tsunami Cup. X35 Team Not Found, who are our Search Cup winners of last season, moving into Tsunami Cup. Currently at a 4-1 record. They take on NIRV Technique, who are our runners-up in the most recent Legends Cup 2, sponsored by Team Silenced. Not Found did, for the second season in a row, made a change to their roster. Obviously, last season we know they initially added in Stitch. Obviously, that didn't work. Stitch is now on 100%. Now their most recent addition is actually Rule, who has been added in as their new starter. Technique again. We've already seen them once this season when they lost, I believe, to KCG Pandas. I believe we did see them in that matchup. But of course, and we've also, again, we do have Team Not Found as well. We have not seen them since last season's semi-finals. It has been a long time since Team Not Found has been on this stream, so it'd be nice to have them back. Team, probably one of the fan favorites that do appear on the stream every once in a while is Hunter's Team Not Found. Get that prediction poll up and running, and make sure these players actually get their lobby info. Both these matches are going to be best of 5s, by the way. Did not notice. And this one part of the League Splash Series, sponsored by GamesOn.tv, Invisible Entertainment, Latin 7 Gaming, any Scarf Game, purchase and resell, and claim to fame entertainment. Those two are our sponsors here tonight for supporting the Rocket League Splash Series in Season 6. Team Not Found and NIRV Technique, some of the stronger teams in the Tsunami Cup this season. And Team Not Found only behind Interstellar Gaming in their group. NIRV Technique tied in record with Affinity Reborn. It's a pretty fun group. Interstellar Gaming, Team Not Found, Affinity Reborn, and NIRV Technique. And even Team Evil Velocity all in the same group. Pretty fun group there. Of a lot of very good teams near each other. It's going to be one where there's going to be a lot of close battling between all of those 5 teams. It'll be interesting to see which of those teams will do well. But for now, again, preparing for matchup here. Rule, who again is the most recent addition to Team Not Found, obviously a very good, very big addition for them coming up, moving the Tsunami Cup. And these things, most teams that move in really don't do all that well, but nowadays there's been more of a shift in the teams that move into these newer divisions actually doing better than expected, because a lot of these top teams now start to have to rely more on team plays, on chemistry, on coordination. That's the kind of stuff that some of these Tsunami Cup teams just aren't going to have, especially if they're newer. So I see kind of more of a trend shift the other way, where teams that move up into a division do start to play well. Now, though, we are going to wait on these two teams, but prediction poll is up and ready. Hopefully all of you are doing well. And we got NIRV Technique and 100X Team Not Found here for our first of 2 matches. See, NIRV Technique of NIRV Esports, technically the only team from that org that's in this tournament. Team Not Found obviously of 135 Esports. One of the longer running teams on this org. They've been around for quite a while. We've seen them on the stream for quite a while. Jay and Hocki, the 2 leading players on that have been on that roster since its very beginning. Obviously, great players as well. Actually, even their third, Scotty, is actually in this Tsunami Cup as well. I think he's in the Search Cup this season on Incorrect Indigo. We saw him earlier this season. Incorrect Indigo, I believe, are undefeated this season. No, they're not. They're not undefeated. I don't think anybody in the Search Cup is undefeated. They're the front runners though. They're one of the best teams there. I believe they have lost only once actually. Yeah, they lost only once. We actually saw them in week 1 in their loss next to Visionaries. But again, Scotty on incorrect Indigo. Again, he was a player that was on NIRV team not found. The other player obviously being Stitch, who's on NIRV 3AM, who we saw recently in their win. In their reverse sweep win on this stream against Q Up Dark. Again, we were just looking to get things out soon. These players should be joining the lobby in about a minute here. Get your predictions in that poll. Still live. Again, I'm really excited for later tonight as well. That Hocki and Jay 1v1 matchup. Those players not bad at ones. We've seen, I think, both of them play ones before. I know we've seen a good amount of Hocki play one. He's definitely a pretty solid 1v1 player, and I think he has the advantage in that match as well, just based on his experience. But we'll get to see both these players. That'll be fun. As soon as their series is over, they'll be playing a 1v1 show match afterwards. That's the nice thing about Team Not Found. Such a fun-loving team. They really do love to compete. And well, they are in the lobby. It's Jay Hocki and Krios actually tonight. Rule not playing for Team Not Found. They have Krios instead, who again was the third starter on this team during their playoff run last season. After they had sacked Stitch near the end of their regular season as well, they had Krios, who again at that point was their longtime sub. He's also one of the original players on this roster, which is kind of fun. That of the 4 players on this roster, 3 of them have stuck around. Of course, we are. See how they're doing. They should be here. They should be getting NIRV here any moment. Tritone, Stingray, and Oat Kicker would be the very likely players to be joining in from that roster. Again, Team Not Found back in. It has been very long. It's been like 3 or 4 months since we've last seen them. It's been a very long hiatus for Team Not Found on this stream, but it's very nice. It's very good to see that name back on the docket. And this team generally is one that wins on this stream pretty often as well. Again, an exciting match to say the very least. As we'll wait on the go-ahead call very soon. For now, though, I'm just excited to get to see this team again. Team Not Found. It's been a very long time since we've last seen them, and it's been even longer since they've lost last time on this stream. Again, they don't do it often. And Jay being the captain as well for that. And last time we saw them was in their semifinals when they beat Affinity Academy. Or we also saw them in their quarterfinals against Affinity Sapphire. Again, I'm just excited to see this match very soon. Again, sounds like we are getting the call though, and NIRV are here, and they are here on time. Again, I'm happy all of you are joining us for some late night action here on this Sportia stream as Tritone, Stingray, and Ruin. Sorry, not OE. Ruin is here. Ruin's one of the starters, not OE is their 4th. They're just 4 really good players on that team. As we'll get them in the lobby here. All the players of these teams here in the lobby. Our next team Not Found on the orange. They've returned to the stream after I think 3 or 4 months hiatus. NIRV Technique are back. It's a pretty good matchup as well. One team's 3-2, one is 4-1. The team Not Found, their final match of the season, I believe, is against Interstellar Gaming. That is a scary roster, a scary prospect ahead of them. Not only will this help secure, I believe, that 2nd seed out of their group, but it'll also just be a good way for them to kind of set themselves up for that final match of the season against Interstellar Gaming. That is a very good opponent. They're the only team left in the Tsunami Cup who are still undefeated. Not Found, if they can take down NIRV Technique, they can definitely have a chance against Interstellar. NIRV set themselves up for their season, a very strong defensive team. They've got a very strong rotation. Oh, that's a miss there! Wait a second, while I talk about their rotation, it's a whiff in the midfield from Team Not Found. NIRV Technique will take theirs. Krios, I think he just undershot that one a little bit. Trying to bounce that one back for Jay, but he did not get it. And goal 1 will be NIRV Techniques as next team not found. With an early mistake there from Krios. In the sub for so long on this team, just due to the fact that he's, I believe, the least available. One of the least available players on this team. We haven't had players like Rule as well on this roster. It's a very good team. Rule's a very good player. I think one of the other things that's going to be interesting about this match is that I believe this is a rematch actually from the ATS Legends Cup 2. I believe these two teams met in the semi-finals. Technique, who won, I believe, 4-1. Of course, NIRV, we're going to see if they can do that all over again. It's the same rosters from both these teams. The team I found, though, did have a slightly changed different players. It's the same players from both these teams, but I believe it's a slightly different roster. I believe Team I found had Rule play on that day. As well as, I believe, a emergency 5th player that isn't on the roster. Talk about a change of the feel here. Team Not Found. They're starting roster tonight to play against NIRV as, yeah, still trying to get that ball out of defense. You know, unfortunately for Team Not Found, it's kind of the usual here for teams that move into the Tsunami Cup, is that there's a lot more defense. Tough division. Just moving up, you're going to be outranked by a lot of other teams. NIRV, probably one such team. Outranked Team Not Found. They'll look midfield, Jay. Doing it for Krios. NIRV are having a 1-0 lead. It's how they played against Team Not Found back in the Legends Cup. It was all about very small leads and just a good, strong midfield defense rotation. And still they are proving that here as Team Not Found trying to get that ball away. It's Krios again. Second touch will set up in the midfield here. Will be kept out. Stingray on top of it. Hocki now. Jay off the sidewall. Krios. It's a great first touch. It's going to bounce down in front. Krios saved out by Ruin. Hocki now. He's got a net. Saved by Stingray. Jay could not put it in. And NIRV Technique hold on to defense. And while it may have looked a bit desperate, NIRV are known for that. Team Not Found are going to have to get used to it. This is not an NIRV team that is going to let you score on them very easily. Going to require a lot out of Team Not Found to just get those goals. Even a goal against this team is going to be tough enough. Stingray looking to make it 2. Saved by Krios as Hocki stops moving there. He's, in fact, not even going to be back to help Krios, who will get another block. He's been on fire right now as he'll get the dunk. Chance for Krios. He'll get the offense open for a Team Not Found. Jay, nothing left in the tank. Out across for Hocki. NIRV will hose it down for business. NIRV just, again, that solid defensive style. What beats them, though, is a good offense. And well, the question is, does Team Not Found have a good offense? So far, they've had chances, but minimal at best. They've had good opportunities, they've had close opportunities, but they're going to want more opportunities. Going to beat NIRV because this team just so good at playing defense to anything. Team That Found that if they want to be able to take this one, it's going to come down to how they approach this NIRV Technique defense. Right now, they're just trying to get anything on net. Time running out for Team Not Found. Ruin on one with Hocki. It will be saved out. Follow-up still bouncing around. Stingray couldn't get it in. Team Not Found, maybe some hope. They've got to go down the field to get it. Hocki. Time will run out. Jay will challenge first. Hocki, though. Chance to shoot. Oh, but he kept it low. NIRV Technique will drop this one to the ground. And game 1 will go to NIRV Esports. Actually, I've just noticed as well, I got the old Team Not Found logo on this stream. I did not get the new one. The new one is actually gold. So I'm gonna have to... I might be able to fix that mid-series. I don't think I'll be able to, but maybe I will. as this means we'll move into game number 2. For Team Not Found, it's a 1-0 start. It's not a bad start for them when it comes to comparing them to team technique. But just like the old technique, the new technique is just the same thing. It's defense heavy. They don't mind holding slim leads. So their whole thing is that they can hold slim leads. Sometimes can land some hot water, especially against really powerful offenses, which have been their major weakness this season, have been really powerful offenses. But Team Not Found obviously haven't shown that they have an offense good enough just yet. NIRV will keep them back as long as they can. Stingray. He will engage with him, but Not Found again, just trying to keep that ball away. Stingray again. And Technique just kind of testing that net. They're not really getting chances, though. Too many giveaway opportunities. You really feel like if NIRV were to keep that ball a little bit closer, surely it would be good enough for them to take out their opponents and take a few more shots on. That would be a little bit better, and yet haven't really been able to. That's a mistake! Off the crossbar! It's Jay! Oh, he didn't put it on net. I would have liked to see that shot go on target there. Team Not Found will look again. But no one in the midfield. Jay went out for bumps instead of out for the shot. NIRV Technique will hold the 0-0 scoreline for now, but Team Not Found getting a little bit warmer. Jay, Creole's cutting across. It will be Ruin who is in the middle of that. It will be NIRV who right now are running on low boost. They're running on a double commit. Creole's is running on a bad shot. But it will be Jay, still saved by Stingray. It's in front of the net. It's in for Hocki! And Team Not Found will strike first in game 2. So many missed opportunities for this side. Finally, one will go in. And it's Hocki who will put the power behind the shot. And will take the lead for Team Not Found. Their first goal of the series. NIRV not done just yet, though. They'll look for their answer. In fact, they may just have it here. Creole actually gets a good block on Stingray. And Hocki will get the ball out, at least as far as Ruin. And NIRV Technique still keep this one. In fact, that's on target. Hocki will block Stingray. Tritone! Saved by Jay, who will jump in the way. NIRV still closing in, but just like how it's tough to score on them, Team Not Found themselves played pretty well ahead by 1. I think for both these teams, just playing with that in mind as Hocki and Jay will back pass to Krios. Hocki is waiting! Oh my goodness! Team Not Found! Well, the one thing they aren't missing is each other. That is incredible. 1, 2, 3, the passing will connect in. And it's 100x Team Not Found who will take a 2-goal lead. And already, I know the chat's gonna say it. They're gonna say that game 1 was a warm-up. For NIRV Technique, I'm not even looking at chat, but I feel like the chat's already talking about that. I probably just called someone out. I probably called someone out there, but I know someone from the chat who is a 175 fan. There's a good amount of them in chat, I know. Probably just said that game 1 was just a warm-up. You call someone out? Oh, I totally did. I called out Duval. Hello, Duval. I read Duval's mind. Hello, Duval. How you doing, my friend? You highlighted me. Oh, okay, that's another way of looking at it. As Team Not Found, looking for more offense. Up by 2, but I'm sure they'd love another one. So there's a team that's such a quick turnaround time. Again, it started off as a high GC1 level roster in the Surge Cup, got 2nd place. They've won LOS Champs titles for 1s and for 3s. They've won an RLSS title last season. They won the Champions Cup right after they won that, which was again the best teams in RLSS and ATS. And they got a top 4 finish. Again, only losing that NIRV Technique in the most recent Legends Cup too. So, credit has to be given to Team Not Found for how incredibly quickly they've impressed me and improved is they'll get a third goal eventually. There it is from Jay. And they'll make sure that this game really is theirs. One of the things about NIRV is if you bring a good offense to them, they do struggle because their offense itself is not very productive. It's one of the least productive offenses in the league, if I'm not wrong. Just don't score a lot overall for NIRV. They rely so heavily on being able to win 50s and being able to play good defense. They don't get that many. They don't get a ton of chances. They don't score on a ton of them either. Also, kind of surprising, honestly, with the number of players they have, but yeah, their offense just isn't one of the scarier ones in this division. Obviously, when you have a good defense, you don't have to have the best offense in this league to still be a good team. Team Not Found are gonna have to get that block there. They will recover and keep this one away. Ruin. Blocked in the midfield. Hocki, though, will use Stingray there, and in comes Krios. Team Not Found. Still looking for goal number 4. They will not get it. And this ball will be cleared away. NIRV still looking for maybe one more consolation goal, but that shot's wide. Tritone won't get a follow-up. And I think Team Not Found are going to be content to let this game end right here. Series is tied. And it is a 3-0 game 2. It's a great start in the series for Team Not Found. Now, the 175 fans saying game 1 was a warm-up game. This is how they're playing, then almost certainly you'd have to agree with that. But NIRV is a team that will bounce back. They bounce back from adversity often. I would find it very strange to think that they would not be able to do it. In fact, both these teams are pretty good at fighting from adversity. Neither of them have ever won a series in a sweep. They've always had a little bit of adversity in every match they've played. So obviously both these teams have to deal with it again here in week number 60, second to last week of the regular season. Not Found right now trying to be that leader this season. It's their goal to do as well as they can in that Tsunami Cup, especially after just winning the Surge Cup. Had 2 seasons of absolutely dominant runs in the Surge Cup. Last season, probably the most dominant any Surge Cup team has ever been. And it's a domination, it's a sort of control over a league that we may never see again. That's how good Team Not Found is. They were able to take down the Surge Cup so quickly that I don't think they lost at all the entire season. Shows just how scary they are and how good they are as they're going to score first again here in Game 3. Again, NIRV technique, having issues dealing with Team Not Found. It's, as usual, that chemistry, although that time it was a double commit. Stingray ran into his teammates and Tritone. And it will be Jay with goal 1 for Team Not Found in game number 3. They were able to get a shutout last game. I don't know if that's going to continue anymore, but well, if they're off to this good of a start, who say it can't happen again? Unlikely, though, with how, again, consistent NIRV is. You should be able to find goals at some point, you would expect. Although, who knows? Team Not Found definitely prevent them from that, as good pass across. Tritone off the bar. It was a beautifully executed pass. Ruin and Tritone on the same page, and I don't think Team Not Found saw that shot coming in so quickly. Now they gotta block this one. Ruin pinched across. Stingray unable to score as Team Not Found just waiting on the back wall. And for good reason, they gotta be feeling a little bit nervous with the chances that NIRV just threw against them. It's Hocki now. Oh, it's a backflip! Jay! Oh, he's hit just wide. It was blocked out by Ruin. Team Not Found closer and closer to that second goal. But it will still be eluding them. Stingray gets the flick over. Hocki will block this one out. And it is still Team Not Found on the ball as Jay with a full tank will just send this one along, even though Tritone will collect. He'll be fine. Oh no, not so much. Team Not Found didn't challenge him. And a weird lapse in judgment. Hocki and Krios both stood there looking at each other. That's going to be an error that Team Not Found will not like to repeat. And as I said, technique, it would not take them too long to get a goal at some point in this game. Although, like a goal like that, maybe not what I was expecting from NIRV technique. But I don't think they'll complain. Thank you for the follow, CrowdRL. Welcome to the Sportiest stream here. You're watching the Hocki League Splash Series Tsunami Cup. Team Not Found, who won the division below the Surge Cup last season, taking on NIRV Technique, who got second place in the ATS Legends Cup 2, sponsored by Team Silence, that GC Free and Below tournament, as well TKX Twisted. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you for joining the Sportiest stream, and thank you for showing support. As Team Not Found looking for that downfield, they'll look for a little bit more on offense. Stingray will give it out the corner. Redirect goes wide. Team Not Found trying to keep up those challenges. Tritone almost got through there. Jay didn't challenge. It was only Hocki who was there on that net. I found a little bit of fortune to not be scored on there, as we'll go the other way. Through in. It'll be 2 touches, but Not Found still in control as that touch. Stingray will get past Hocki. Oh, not exactly. Will get around him, but not by him. And Team Not Found holding on close, although this is a bit of a precarious position. Krios has no boost, and he's on the back wall. Team Not Found will recover, but Technique slowly crawling their way back into this one. It is going to be a slow battle before someone gets that next goal. Hack's Team Not Found don't want to overcommit. NIRV Technique just don't have a very good offense. As Ruin will look for net. Hocki will keep this one away as Jay kept out by Stingray. Now he'll go towards the net. Rios, a bit of a panic there. He jumped early. It's Jay, and is that going in? Oh, no way. Oh, my. A little bit of fortune for Team Not Found, but you know they'll be taking that every single time. That is not how this game deserves to end, but with 30 seconds to go, it very likely could be the goal that wins this game and gives Team Not Found a match point. It is unless NIRV Technique can answer back. Tritone. Left for Ruin. Jay. Off the back wall. Stingray now will take this himself. Hocki will bump him out. Now in comes Krios. Not clear, not past Tritone. 10 seconds and counting. Tritone to Ruin. That shot's not on. Tritone still trying to catch up. NIRV, can they get another play going? Stingray kept away by Krios, and that will be pinched to the ground. 100X Team Not Found. 1 game away from continuing their incredible Tsunami Cup debut. Again, their only loss this season against Affinity Reborn in Week 1. Since then, it has been 4 wins straight. Team Not Found very well make it 5. To be fair, for those 4 wins straight, 3 of them were won in Game 4. So, Game 4 is where this Team Not Found side seems to find the success in their series. Fortunately for NIRV Technique, they're in a very tough position here, because if they lose this, Team Evil Blast right behind them, Steel's not too far, ACG Pandas aren't too far behind them. They might drop down a few rankings, and they have not secured their spot in the playoffs yet this season. And that also means Affinity Reborn could also potentially extend their lead against them. Only leading by game differential right now, but a loss here for NIRV Technique, there's a good chance Affinity Reborn will get a few more games above them now. So it's all about for NIV, they gotta play smart. The next Team Not Found there. They could take the series here. It's been, I believe, 4 months since we've last seen them. At least 3 months since we've last seen them. They have not lost on the stream in quite a long time. We'll look to see if that will stay that way for now. I actually don't know exactly how long, but it's been... Oh my goodness, a pinch! Forget about what I'm talking about. It was a fortunate pinch to give Team Not Found the win last game. It'll be a fortunate pinch that gets scored against them here. And for Krios, it looks so simple, but in reality, I don't know how he's supposed to block that one. And it's NIRV technique. We're not done yet with this matchup. Again, this is where Team Not Found is their strongest, at least by how these matches have gone. They've won in Game 4 in the last 3 weeks. Now it's about doing that again here as Rios off the sidewall. NIRV technique trying to keep this one away, but Team Not Found. Pass across. Jay, he's got it under the bar! A perfect shot and a perfect pass to boot. Hocki to Jay, the duo that's been on this team for so long. That's just perfectly fitted. And our next Team Not Found will answer back. They'll tie this game at 1. But it's NIRV. Who are quick to respond. Stingray. Jay, who will chase after this one. Team Not Found, trying to keep things simple. Especially against a team like NIRV, where fancy plays don't generally work against them. They're a highly mechanical team, although they don't really show it. Little players are actually probably one of the last things you want to do against NIRV. Because they do recognize those plays, and they stop them all very easily. Again, very mechanical side. Specifically Tritone, who I always like to watch as a very mechanical player. Even though he is probably the most defensive one out of this team. He's got a very strong mechanical set here in front of him. And he oftentimes will be the one called in to block those solo efforts. As now he's going to be the one to call it up to see if he can get a pass in field. Won't be able to get through Hocki though. Stingray bumped out as well. Jay and Hocki working together off the corner. No connection there from Hocki, but Krios will take this one. Stingray here in time. Team Not Found will have to backtrack. Hocki wasn't ready for it, and this bounce will be for Stingray in front for Ruin. Krios is backflipped in to keep him out. NIRV suffocated there on offense on that final shot by Krios. Again, so often he's the unsung hero for this team. He was the unsung hero last season who had to sub in the playoffs of all times, not even in the regular season. Even though they were a very successful team, even though, again, I believe they never lost last season, he subbed in when they removed Stitch. They were not happy with their playstyle. Things changed going into playoffs. They still won. And in fact, and they won the whole thing in the grand finals. It was an incredible run for Team Not Found. Of course, want to be able to lead again in the Tsunami Cup. Have their eyes set on that title at the top, on the trophy waiting ahead of them. But right now they're just unable to get those passes. It's VJ though, dunked by Tritone. Krios actually had a very wide turn there. It really caught himself out of position. NIRV technique trying to catch advantage of those mistakes, but Team Not Found aren't making too many of them. Definitely not a team that's devoid of mistakes, but not one that ever gives too many huge openings, and it's just because of that chemistry is a block by Stingray. Hocki follow-up off the crossbar, and Team Not Found not that far away from would have been a 2-1 lead. Hocki will go again. That shot is wide. In comes Jay. Maybe it's Krios' chance. That bounce will not actually favor Jay too happily there. But this will help Krios. Jay up again, just trying to get the dunk on Tritone. Take away that boost. Back Tritone will take the corner for himself. Team Not Found upfield again. Stingray and Tritone. Was a good touch off the corner. No connection. Krios wasn't ready. And an NIRV technique. 34 seconds left. And they're up by 1. Krios had full faith in his captain. As soon as that didn't connect, he was out of position. It was a risky choice from Krios. The risk will not pay off here. For a game that's been so close that it feels like Team Not Found have had their chances. They're gonna want to take another one as Ruin will make it free. The bumps in front of the net. Team Not Found gave no support to Krios. It was Hocki who was in no man's land. It was Jay who completely bumbled his challenge. Unfortunately for Krios, once again, he's left in a position where there's not much he can do with it. And all of a sudden, this game now feels like it should be NIRV's as they'll look for number 4, Tritone off the kickoff. And Team Not Found have completely fallen apart. As again off the kickoff, this time it's Krios who's put in a pad challenge. And I don't know what happened with Team Not Found at the end of this game, but they completely gave it up. And it means that we are guaranteed to go to Game 5. We have gone to Game 5 a lot today. We had 3 matches earlier today. It was 2 Game 5s and a Game 4. We're going to have another Game 5 tonight here in the Rocket League Splash Series. NIRV technique, proving that they can take down Team Not Found. There's going to be 1 game left to decide the winner. It goes to Champions Field. Team Not Found have again not been here on Champions Field since week 2 when they were able to win their match against Steel here on Game 5. NIRV have not gone to Game 5 since week 3 when they lost to KCG Pandas on this stream on Game 5. That means we're going to Champions Field, going to Game 5 to end this series. Could not have asked for, I think, much better of an ending for a match like this. It's a good match as well. It was one I think people were expecting to see this season. And sorry, we're expecting to want to watch this weekend. Good reason. You've got 2 teams, definitely 2 teams leading in many ways in this league. That means we are heading to Game 5. Not Found have been pretty historically pretty good in this position. They don't generally go to Game 5 too often, though. NIRV, not a team that, I don't know, I don't think they're historically very good under that pressure. Specifically with just how defensively they play. Oftentimes, teams can get used to that pretty quickly. Team Not Found is all about bringing in that good offense that we've seen from them already. It'll be tough, though, when you're in Champions Field, when every goal matters that much more. But a team like Team Not Found should be able to find ways to score. As they'll be back here. Tritone, double, it's in front, should be Ruin. Jay's whiffed, Tritone will score, and it is NIRV technique as Team Not Found again. For whatever reason, they're leaving Krios all alone back here. And as much as Krios is such a good player, you just can't do that against NIRV technique. There's a lack of respect from Team Not Found. For whatever reason, Team Not Found, I haven't recognized that you can't, well, Krios is a great player. You can't leave him on his own on defense. Well, again, feels like a lack of respect for NIRV technique, which is so surprising when you know how good NIRV technique is. I mean, you know the quality of the players that they have on their team. Krios, though, looking for the answer! Jay will take it! I don't know. He was hiding behind a NIRV defender to get through Tritone, to get to the goal. A little bit scrappy, but it's an answer. And already only a minute has gone by. 2 goals combined from these rosters. Surely, a lot more to come. Krios. I think he was trying to catch Tritone there, knowing he didn't have a lot to work with. But for Team Not Found, it's going to be much more of a question of if everybody else can react, because you have Stingray and you have Ruin, and all of them are part of that defense as well. Tritone may be scary, but far from the only player! Oh, near Krios. He's made another weird, that's a weird one from Krios, and that's going to be a mistake there. Jumping up early, he was expecting the high shot early. From a position like that, he already has Hocki in front of him, covering that top of the net. NIRV, again, relying on being able to deal with that adversity. Team Not Found, it is not a great decision for Krios. Often I've talked to this Team Not Found team, they talk about, they're such a team that holds so much self-control. whenever they lose, they always blame it on themselves. Not, this is a team that has a lot of honesty with their own playstyle. I'm sure if you were to ask them at the end of the series about the games they've lost, I'm sure they'd only blame themselves on it. Not a team that blames outside factors. But obviously, now they're not thinking about those factors. They're just thinking about making sure they can get upfield, because we're halfway through this game. They're down by 1. And NIRV Technique are continuing to find openings as Stingray, Hocki, Stingray again. Team not found it. They pushed up very high on that challenge. Jay will be back in time. Again, you're sensing this risky style from Team Not Found. They're pushing up a little bit more. They're taking a few more risks than maybe what they're used to. Oh, as he's gonna get dunked! Oh, Stingray! I didn't have the greatest look at that. Oh, and Jay's gonna want a better touch there. Great job from Stingray to follow through. It's what you should be doing on that play. Oh, but Jay's gonna want that play back. He knew he had the block there. Either he didn't see Stingray or he just didn't get the right touch. He didn't get the right control. He wanted, I think, to hit it to the corner. Almost certainly that's what I would expect him to go for there. He obviously didn't do so very well. Team I found, though, look for an answer. Jay off the back wall. It's gonna be an easy clear for Ruin. Hocki, Tritone. Team Not Found. They have not lost in a long time on this stream. This may be their first in a while. It's a very good NIRV team. An offense from Team Not Found, which is, again, won them those 2 games earlier this series. It needs to show up here in Game 5. It really has not. NIRV have been on the midfield, as they'll continue just to keep winning outright. So that should be another great play. Ruin able to score on that one as Jay was already there with him. Not Found still without ball possession, and it's just only wasting their time. Still no shots incoming. Hocki unable to get there. Jay a bit too slow to follow up. And again, they're all the way back on defense for Team Not Found. Time running out here as Hocki with a ground pinch pass. Krios unable to make that a ground pinch assist. And NIRV again, clear the lanes. Tritone, he's not scored on that net. That bounce just didn't go to his liking. Again, Team Not Found, they just aren't getting the ball. They aren't holding on offense. 30 seconds remain. And if things don't change, they're not going to get a single chance on net. As Ruin off to the back wall. Jay with another awkward touch, just trying to throw things upfield, but Team Not Found feels like they've given up at this point. And almost certainly they have. It's 4-1. NIRV Technique will secure the win in Game 5. When it came to Game 5, the question was Team Not Found's offense going to show up? The answer was that it never had a chance. NIRV Technique will take the series, and for Team Not Found, their position as the second seed in this group is now within jeopardy. NIRV will win the match, and for Team Not Found's return to the stream, it will be one where they will be out on Champions Field. We'll be seeing more out of Team Not Found, obviously, but of course, gotta give credit to NIRV, that defense, able to stand tall. As again, what a win there. Tritone's gonna be, and NIRV are gonna be very happy. It's not been exactly a consistent season for them. But obviously, getting wins against teams like this should be huge confidence boosters for how they're playing, how their season has gone. And for all those 135 fans, well, the first match will not go the way they wanted it to. As we'll move back into this screen again. One match left tonight. It will be Jay versus Hocki in a 1v1 matchup. As again, it was a great night for us. We're gonna go to a break, obviously, to prepare for this next matchup. It'll be a 1v1 match. Our final series of the night. I think you all will love it. Jay versus Hocki. The team not found players. Again, they're still having fun out there. They still want another match. It will, of course, be a 1v1 show match to end the night. So we'll go to a break. When we come back, it will be Jay versus Hocki. X35 team not found players dueling in a 1v1. Welcome back, all of you 135 esports fans. It's nice to see you all sticking around for a late night matchup. A little best of 5 show match coming up for all of you. It's gonna be Jay versus Hocki. We just saw a team not found on this stream when they just lost to NIRV Technique in a game 5. But the two players not found, the Hocki and Jay, still sticking around here. They still want to play that 1v1 show match later tonight, and why not? It should be a fun time, a chill little best of 5 between some friends. I know for a fact Hocki himself is a very good 1v1 player, but Jay, who I don't think is all that bad either, definitely a little bit more of an unknown to me, although he's definitely not bad himself. Be a fun time here. I think Hocki has the advantage, just based on his 1v1 experience, but we'll see how it is here as Prediction Poll live again, Jay or Hocki. Get the pick between either one of those two players. Last time you'll get to do that tonight before we will end our night's match. It's been a long night for me. And I mean, for all of you, I hope you've been enjoying this. But for now, again, we're just looking to get things sorted out for all of these players. And both of them, again, teammates on 135, team not found. Again, we just saw on this stream. Should be a great best of 5 show match here as these players joining in very, very soon. Should be a very exciting time if because again, these are some very good players. I mean, I always love 1v1 personally. Such a fun game. But I mean, if you guys want to see more 1v1s, again, go to the group that helps with the casting of the BGI Solo Series, which have its next event on the 30th of July. So again, always a good time. The BGI Solo Series. So you should definitely join and support if you have not already. You should definitely play in it. There's 2 more events. Again, July 30th. 2 weeks later, I believe August 13th. Definitely worth it if you guys want to be there, just to get to play against or even watch really good 1v1 talent. We've got some of the best players in North America playing there as Hocki. They have joined actually here, so we're actually going to start a little early because why not? I don't think it's a problem. Prediction Poll will still be running here, but again, it's Jay versus Hocki in our little 1v1 matchup. Our final match of the night here. We got a chill little 1v1. Jay and Hocki, shout out to them, by the way, for scheduling this so quickly with me. But again, these guys, as I said, even though they've lost today, they're still having fun, they're still enjoying things, and now they get to play against each other, which is, I think, the first time we've ever seen Jay and Hocki on different teams in a matchup. Again, we've never seen them on different teams in the same matchup, which is kind of fun now that we do, as and Hocki should be the player in control. He is very aerial based, very high flying, and it doesn't change in 1v1s, I'll let you know that. He's definitely going to have the advantage in a lot of these plays if he can just get up in the air and really throw something at net. As again, should be a fun time. As Jay, the banter already coming out here. Yeah, saying that if he loses, Hocki's going to get benched. I mean, like Hocki's going to get benched no matter what happens here. But yeah, Hocki definitely the favorite in this matchup, so. Look, Tim, they do have rules, so maybe they'll have to have rule of replace Hocki for next match, or Krios. Anyways, though, again, these two amazing teammates here. Hocki left the lead, not for long, though. That is a bad giveaway touch. And Jay will take it right back as Hocki had full boost as well. I don't know what made him think he needed to get that touch so quickly. So often in ones, one of the biggest mistakes I see players make is that they try to rush plays. I'm guilty of it myself. And you don't want to rush into goals in 1v1. It's such an easy mistake to make, but it does happen. It's right off the kickoff. Hocki's gonna get an answer. Again, mind, this is a best of 5. So often my 1v1 show matches are best of 7s. This one is not. They requested best of 5. It's also quite late, so I can't really blame them for that. As Hocki, so again, in the advantageous position, he's been doing quite well there, but he did overcommit. Jay should be able to score on this, and He'll tie things up at 2 as Hocki pushed extremely heavily into that corner, and that's when Jay challenged. He challenged as soon as he knew Hocki wasn't going to be able to get back to it. It's an answer back, and it's going to be a pretty close matchup, which I'm excited for. I think we all wanted to see a nice close matchup here. Honestly, I'm all for it here, especially being our last match tonight as Hocki. Oh, no way. He's got a ground bounce. Jay was very quick to just jump on him there. And for good reason. As Hocki, not a very powerful flick. Gotta be very careful that he doesn't go to his own net here. Oh, he's gonna demo out Jay, so there'll be no opportunity. This is where he's gonna go for a solo play. And already call it from Hocki. Up he goes, looking for the top left corner. Stopped by Jay, as he'll get there quickly. The two team not found players back at it again, as Jay will steal the boost. Stealing even more boost is Jay. Hocki hit another demo. All that work from Jay, and he's going to be reset to defense. As Hocki gonna go for the aerial play anymore. Oh, trying to go for the flick, but Jay doing well. He hit himself behind the ball there, which is something you don't see often, especially from the lower ranks, which is usually where our show matches come from, our lower ranked players. But with higher ranked players like these two, they recognize the importance of hiding what your next move is in ones, and yeah, hiding behind the ball, a very common tactic that will be used, especially in shadow defending. About making sure that you can see your opponent, but your opponent can't see you. Right now for Jay, his whole plan is, I'm going to take the boost, and Hocki's not going to have any, as Hocki didn't get there in time. Jay's going to take the lead halfway into game 1. Jay had, he just turned a little to the left there, missed the boost, and doubled back for it. A little mistake on the turn, and not enough power slide, and that's all it takes to concede a goal at this point. And Hocki, again, we've seen, I think, a lot more in 1v1s on this stream. Right in the lead right now is, we'll look to pump out Jay. On it is Jay, but Hocki will be able to recover. Now he'll go for net. Double tap incoming! Jay's missed it! And Hocki's going to take the goal. Game 1. A little bit of flair now for this answer from Hocki. Jay, who missed that touch until probably won it back. The thing about ones is you make a mistake like that, it will all be noticed on the replay. There are only 2 players after all. Mistakes are not something that you can afford, and well, that's exactly what Jay does there. No mistakes on that one. Initially, he was looking for a flip reset. He's trying to do a flip reset wave dash flick, but didn't get it. Instead, just had to hope for the best on that pop, but he already caught Hocki going for that corner and just decided to shoot right behind him. As will be in the lead again. Jay, who again holding a slight advantage, although may not last for long here. Hocki might have another chance to shoot on that play. Jay will go for a solo effort. Hocki has a lot of boost to work with. Jay's got to be pretty smart here. And honestly, nothing more smart than just not going for it. He'll wait. He's on target. Hocki will block on the front post. And actually, this is a chance to score. Hocki's gonna go for net. Jay will be there in time. You see, and Jay knew as soon as he went for the booster, that was not going to work for him. He's going to make another block off the crossbar. And now it's Hocki's turn to retreat. Both these players, again, noticing very late that they may want to get to net. No major overcommits yet, but saw that with Jay, where he went for the boost and immediately turned back, knew he had to get to the ball. Both these players playing with a little bit of fire at times. As Hocki trying to go for a Cookseer pinch. They won't give it to him. He better not give him a free shot, though. Hocki, again, hiding behind the ball. This time he will not challenge. Still a little bit, about a minute to go here. This game has washed up in terms of goals. The player really looking to be the next one to concede. Will be Jay. Will try to take that shot. He caught Hocki out of position. Not able to score. Now he's the one who's out of position. Hocki's shot is missed. He'll go for a wait here as... Oh, Jay, my goodness, no way! That's off the bar! Oh, my goodness, Hocki! needed the score on that chance. Jay gave it to him. Now he'll get the dunk. And now it's tied. On his first effort, Hocki hit the bar absolutely. Did not take that open chance, but this time he'll take it. Right off the corner, he'll win the 50. And that dunk will only have the net as a target. And the scoreline is tied at 4 each. As Jay with the flip reset. Musty flick. Yes, sir. Oh, he's put in an incredible response. A flip reset musty flick. It's usually Hocki who goes for those kind of shots, but Jay proving he can do it just the same. And with 14 seconds left, Jay once again with the advantage, but he doesn't go for kickoff here. Hocki caught him out. Hocki all by himself. Oh, it's Jay. Oh, he didn't get it in time. Oh, and he had a disconnect issue there. Hocki still will get the goal. And Hocki having no issues. It's tied again. As a sound issue apparently for Jay. He's stops moving. I wonder he faked the kickoff against Hocki. I think his game's actually going to go to overtime as well. 5-5. Jay, who is now apparently running on no sound in his game. Can he take it anyways? Yes, he will. Hocki had no boost. And Jay's going to take it in OT. 8 seconds into the overtime as well. And a little bit too much on the fake challenges from Hocki. And that will end game 1. Jay will take it, putting up the series in his favor. Very close as well in the matchup. 11 shots to 10, 6 goals to 5. Hocki did win on demos, but I mean overall very close, very competitive. A lot more competitive than I thought this first game would have been, but it makes sense. Obviously, these players are so close to each other in their rank. They will lead the series by 1 game now. We will move into game number 2. I know these guys having a good amount of fun right now. Good reason. These guys just, again, having fun, enjoying a fun little show match on this stream. Both of them doing really well to just keep control, but it always felt like Jay had that extra step ahead. It was Hocki who struggled to string multiple goals together. I think it was back and forth, honestly, and these players so eager as well to show up at these times. My only question is, I wonder who's going to start overcommitting. It feels like one of these two is going to start to do that a little bit more often than the other. We think maybe Hocki at this point, obviously now down a game in the series, being forced to have to do something as a response. Jay's going to try to chase him down. Didn't get the boost there either. He will get the boost there though. Sorry, my apologies. He did get that boost. I thought he jumped over it there. Now go for an air dribble. Got the bump and toe. Will not be able to. Hocki did very well to delay on that challenge. Waited as long as he humanly could before he had to get to that block. So often you can get caught there if your opponent is expecting it, but Jay never did. Right now he's just trying to get Hocki to jump. Hocki will have to peel off. Jay should be able to shoot this one, and he's got Hocki beat. It will bounce off the post and the bar. Hocki will hold this one. As Jay should be able to win another challenge. This time a flip reset. Just to get by Hocki, it will do enough. He's got to also be careful about those bump attempts. Hocki had 3 demos last game. I'm sure he wouldn't be against getting a few more this game as well. Especially in this position where he is stuck on his own back half. It's Hocki. This time not actually going to go for that musty flick. Going to delay the shot. Hocki never jumped and never expected it. You can tell by where he was sitting. He was fully ready for that musty flick. When it didn't come, he really was just stuck, waiting and waiting. And it is Jay with the first goal here on Forbidden Temple. He will hope is the first of many, but he just got ejected into the wall by Hocki. Now Hocki. Solo play incoming. Jay waiting, now has to jump. Does win the 15. He's got a better recovery too. It will be 2-0. Jay. And it's a better recovery at this point. All about those recoveries, and as I said, who's going to start overcommitting more? I mentioned it was going to be Hocki more likely. But honestly, both these players still trying to play those commits. Jay has proven, though, he has a very good defense, and he generally has better recoveries than Hocki does. Gonna make Hocki's life a little bit tougher as that 12 boost. Be able to pick up a little bit more. He will finally engage in the challenge, though, and with space and time, Jay will look for his chance. Oh, he's waiting as well. Oh, you saw that from Jay. He pulled away from it. He won't be able to score. That boost should spawn any moment at this point. But it will be Hocki who could go and take it. But he won't need to. Relying on those boost pads themselves. They'll go for the back walls. Double tap. Jay again with a masterful block, and again Hocki failed to make of a good recovery. And Jay, he's going to let this one roll in. And it's 3 goals straight right now for Jay. As Hocki not able to recover off of his solo efforts. Jay, a lot better at doing so. For one, he's not committing nearly as heavily into them. Which means that generally he's going to have a little bit more boost. He's going to be a little further away from the opposing net. Oh, but he doesn't get that one. Hocki is going to interrupt me with a goal, his first of the series. It's been almost 3 minutes. And Jay throwing in a nice shot. I wonder if that is meant to be a bit sarcastic. Yeah, Hocki has only just scored. He's also only had 4 shots this game. In fact, how many has Jay had so far? He's had 8. He's had double the shots. But I mean, things can turn around quickly here. Hocki. Well, unable to get that one. Jay with no boost, however. This is going to be a lot of space given to Hocki. Hocki will like that, although that first flick is trying to test Jay. Jay just trying to stutter step his way there. I mean, he recognizes Hocki's got the better positioning. He's just going to make sure that ball gets sent downfield. In fact, Hocki is going to send it right back. It's a bounce off the corner. Hocki will be first to it. Will head up just a little wide. As now Jay, is he going to challenge early? No, he's going to wait on this. Oh, no, it's a good thing he did. Hocki did not flip correctly. He backflipped off the ceiling. And another open net for Jay. He'll again walk it in. And after having a Game 1 overtime win, this Game 2 feels a whole lot different. Hocki, who's just failing to get his mechanical solo efforts under control, his aerial attack, it's what he's known for, and it's what he's really made a name for himself with. He's been unable to connect with these 1v1 plays. But he will be able to connect off the kickoff, so a goal back for Hocki. He's not out of this just yet. For all the issues he's had getting shots and goals, Jay has only scored 4 times. This battle is still yet to be won. Hocki with another kickoff win. And again, he'll take to the skies. Flip reset. Jay, who will catch under it. And this time, Hocki will put in a strong recovery. He will be back in time. Jay. Oh, for a flip reset of his own. A second one. A third one. Oh, and he went for boost. Oh, that's going to cost him. Hocki is going to take a goal free. And now it's only 1 in it for both these players. As for the first time this game, Jay has thoroughly overcommitted onto a play. It was not a very good setup to his flip reset either. He was moving the wrong direction. He was not moving towards the net, he was moving away from it. As Hocki off the kickoff. Oh, he's just tied it up at 4. Delaying the kickoff, he completely has Jay fooled right now on what his next move is going to be. And if you're at Unpredictable, you should be scoring quite often. for Jay, having had such a strong lead so far, definitely turned around so far, at least in game 2, but still only it's tied. Jay has Hocki waiting, was trying to go for that low challenge, instead he'll have to just send it all the way back. Hocki will finally get boost. He didn't have any on those 50s, so he was risking that if he lost it badly as well, he would not be able to get back in time. Jay gonna chase down Hocki, instead he just chased down the ball and helped Hocki out to a decent setup. He goes looking for the hook shot there. Jay's, I think, waiting for the overcommit from Hocki. Now it comes. 0 seconds incoming. And Jay put it on. No, he can't. It's a bad shot, and I don't know if he really wanted it anyways. It was such a tough angle. And for the second game in a row where we've gone to overtime. Last one ended in 8 seconds right off the kickoff. Hocki looking to do the same now in reverse, but Jay wins the 50. He's got the first touch. Hocki doesn't have the recoveries. Okay. Will he go for it? He will. That one not on target. Now he'll keep this one. It's a 1-2 touch save by Hocki with a little help from the crossbar. And Jay just trying to stay involved. He'll once again get by Hocki, but still the shot is offline. Oh, but Hocki will be able to recover on this. Oh, he will. Jay's first touch will go nowhere. Oh, but Hocki just clears it. I would have liked to see him take control there. Jay was waiting on Hocki to go upfield. Was that in? Wait a second. Jay wasn't there. Where did Jay go? Did he leave? He must have left. Jay never got back into that. I thought he had a chance. But he completely gave up after that first challenge. And Hocki's going to take game 2. Another overtime win. This time it is Hocki who will take it from the clutches of defeat. He was down 4-1. And as I said, comebacks do happen in ones. It's what makes this game so fun and yet so disheartening at times. That is game 2. Jay, he's going to really feel like he should have had that one. He was leading by so much, and then it just kind of fell apart for him at the end of that game. It was Hocki who started changing things up. Became much more unpredictable. It was Jay who had him. He had the counter. He was just waiting for Hocki's overcommits. Overall, when it came to actually creating his own offense, that's where he struggled. That means we've head to game 3 with both these players still very even overall. As Jay, is he going to get this? He will. Great play from Jay to stay on the play there. As he'll just, again, stay up with Hocki. Never left as well. So often you see players, when they're ahead the ball like that, it's not a great place to stand. So often you can get bumped, and that means that can allow for a very easy counterattack. But for Jay, he stuck with it. It was the right decision as, oh dear, he completely misjudged his speed. He'll get back to it. He thought maybe that it would have been another open net for Hocki, another one where Jay may have just given up on it. That time, though, he did have the boost. As, oh, he won't have it there. Yeah, panicking on defense. It only turned to panic in the midfield as he tried to fake a solo effort, but it was very obvious what he was doing. When you're on low boost, it's relatively clear that you're not going to go into the air with the ball. And that just means it's a goal back for Hocki, who has, again, been so good at winning these kickoffs. The reset. Won't use it. Jay will clear it. Isn't on target, but... well, neither is that going to be on target. That is about as bad as it could have been there. He forgot to take the ball with him, and Hocki's going to score. Jay forgot to... I think he forgot to take the ball with him off that back wall, and Hocki's going to absolutely stuff him to the other side of the field. That means for Hocki, it's an early lead, which he actually hasn't had too many of those this series. This is where he can build on top of it. He's a player that does feed off of a lot of confidence, as he will do so off of another kickoff. And those kickoffs are really coming back to bite Jay. He hasn't made too many adjustments on them so far. He's really going to need to. Because when Hocki keeps winning these kickoffs, it's going to give Hocki more kickoff goals, more immediate chances, and Hocki will absolutely benefit from that. But Jay, he'll win this kickoff. He'll not save away Hocki. Again, has enough boost, has enough pace to recover. Jay generally doesn't off of his kickoffs, and it's a difference between the quality of the kickoffs that these players have. Hocki, the reason he has been scoring a lot less off that kickoff spot is he'll go for another solo play. This time, though, it's a very middle recovery from both these players, but Jay may still have the shot. Oh, he does! Hocki can't get there. Again, Jay's tenacity to never give up on the play, just kind of kept fighting through Hocki. There's food on target. He recognized it was going to be a tough save no matter what. Hocki, you might as well test him. And it is now 5 goals from both these players as Hocki. Great start here. He's got him high. He's got a lot of options off that angle. Decided to take the flip reset option. I don't actually think he even got it there to begin with, as Jay not really challenging Hocki. Now he will. Oh, is he absolutely... Did he fake him there? I think he faked him there. I don't know what that was. It was midair spinning from both these players. I think Hocki just got faked. Absolutely. Jay intentionally meant to go for that dunk. Didn't have to get it, though. Hocki was thinking the shot was going to come a lot faster. And in reality, it never came. That means for Jay, he's tied things up. Now he's got another kickoff win. Hocki has no boost! Oh, and Jay recognized immediately. As soon as you saw Hocki miss that corner boost, you knew he didn't have anything left in the tank. He needed to pick it up. He could have made that save, honestly, if he had anything over 20 boost, but without picking up that corner, he is in a very tough position. But off a kickoff, he will have another kickoff goal. And this is a high-scoring matchup. Last game was quite low-scoring. It was very defensive. The shots didn't really find their target very often. This time they are. For, match point, that is an absolute battle in these two, as again, actually smartly played up the kickoff. He has definitely been wising up to Hocki's kickoff tendencies. Though he hasn't wised up to that, he ran right into Hocki's demo. He is not on the right side of the field. He'll be able to challenge. Hocki actually doesn't have the ball there. Jay gave it away. Still Jay, who I think he wanted a shot on the end of that, but he's given up halfway through on trying it. Maybe he was expecting Hocki to jump up early. Jay playing very aggressive right now, and it will pay off. One-on-one, Hocki. Oh, he did not let himself get fakes there. Jay should have just gone for the shot early. I don't know. The fake there is such a risky play. This time he will catch him. The Hocki has no boost. How does he get that block? And is he going to be able to score off of it too? It's a race to the blue net. Jay will be back in time. And now he will go the other way. Jay on a one-on-one. 8 boost. Still rolling. Hocki will backflip challenge. Half flip to safety. And take the lead again. For Jay, that was the one thing he didn't want. Was Hocki to recognize that he could challenge there. And Hocki pull this lead away, but he did give a shot to Jay here. And he recognized a bit too late that that was going to go in. Turned around, realized, what am I doing? And then he noticed, oh, I can't. And then he noticed he had to get to that Jay was going to score, but he could not. And it means for Jay, it's continuously going to keep up with this one. That's a strange kickoff from Jay. I don't advertise on that kickoff. That is a new one. I don't think that's exactly what you should be going for. You will be able to recover. As Jay on the ground will have to leave this for Hocki. Still chasing it is Jay. Hocki will stay up with this. Flip, reset. Another flip. This one will head wide of the net, and he's been bumped out of the way here from Jay, but Jay is slowly running out of resources. He will pick up that boost, though. Hocki will not have any himself now, but another half flip challenge that will go his way, and in fact, he could shoot on this. 23 boost, and a chance, and the net's in front of him. That is a true battle from Hocki. He never left. It was an annoying playstyle that Jay could not handle. He was just always on him. With Hocki continuing just to stand in the way of Jay. Eventually, Jay just kind of gave him the opening, and exactly what Hocki would take, is now he'll have another one. 7-5. Hocki up by 2. And with 37 seconds left, I think he's going to be, at this point for Hocki, he might start to play for time. Every goal has its importance. It's Hocki, he's going to get another one off the kickoff. We've been to overtime for the last 2 games. I don't think he wants that again. As Jay, I think he tried to delay it. He needs to delay it a lot more. If you're going to delay kickoff, you've got to delay a lot to get that dunk. A slight delay is almost never going to help you. Just means that Hocki's now even more in the lead. As that one will make it 9. And for Jay, it just gets worse and worse. He's been keeping up with Hocki all game, but obviously it will not come to help him. And you can see Jay in chat asking why Hocki didn't do that when they played against NIRV technique. Hocki has been winning this game by a couple of measures. Kickoff's definitely one of the major ones. I feel like we need like a kickoff tally. How many times Hocki has won the kickoff this game? It feels like he's winning it 70% of the time. For Jay, he has definitely not scored as much off the kickoff as Hocki has, although he will get one back. 2 seconds to go. Jay will puts in a consolation goal. And for now, we're just gonna watch as the time ticks down. Game 3 will be Hocki's. He has match point now. 2 games straight for the favorites in this matchup. The one who's been on the stream a lot more for 1v1 show matches than the other. In fact, this may be the first time Jay's been on the stream for 1v1 show match. He may have been here once before, but definitely not as much as Hocki has. And for Hocki, he's only 1 game away from winning this matchup. Our final series of the night. I think these players are just trying to take their time. All that means is you get to go right back into the action. Hocki leading the series 2-1. This game could be where he takes the matchup in its entirety, and he's already off to a good start. Another kickoff won by Hocki, and you're starting to get the sense that Jay's starting to really get frustrated from this. Because once again, he's trying to just push his way through. Hocki has a much lower center of mass and a much lower approach to the kickoff, meaning that he's hitting the center of the ball, he's pushing it through. He's got a little bit more power than Jay. Hocki's got no issue with that. He's winning more of the kickoffs because of it, but he'll win this one. Still on it is Jay. Hocki. He'll be able to get back here on defense. In fact, this should be a free chance to go the other way of the field, but Jay will take him down, and he will score back. It is tied. Once again, the one thing Hocki didn't want was Jay to challenge there. It's the one thing that Jay knew he could take. And it is a positive moment there for Jay as... Oh, this won't be very positive. Hocki's gonna score on him as he missed the wide open touch. And Jay, I think, just gotta try to get a little bit too fancy with it. Trying to pre-flip into that one. He honestly could have just caught it. And it would have been just as good. Said he tried a little too much. Got a little bit too fancy, a little too cute. And that's what's gonna give Hocki's... Oh, look at this, a zap dash from Hocki. I haven't seen that yet tonight. Honestly, kind of fun to see that move again. Hocki will get it airborne. Jay. Out away as Hocki will be sitting under it. Now he can go back to the way that first touch. He makes that ball very centered, but yeah, he's not going to get that one. He will keep out Jay, but I would have liked to see a bit more shadow defense there. Because now he will not get back in time, as Jay will see the open net. Fighting for his life in this series. Jay is staying up close and personal. And for a one-to-one matchup, this one is one of the closer ones we've had in a while. Still very close as Jay, once again, Hocki will be stopping it. I've been very impressed with the defenses as Hocki could score this. He's got the boost, supersonic speed, and it is a goal. Jay was not expecting Hocki to have any boost. I think he thought he had nothing there. Oh no, you know what he wanted? He wanted to get a dunk on that challenge. He didn't get it. He made the right decision to turn immediately on it, but by that point, Hocki had already noticed that net was open, and he will score on it. This 1v1 showdown will continue. Again, a big shout out to 135 Esports, the org that both these players represent, and of course, big shout outs to them for always being out there, just being a great organization in general. The reason I'm on that org, the reason I represent that brand, they're great people. As Jay will now go up in the air, his chance to flip. Oh, he has it! Jay's taking him! And it is tied at 3. I don't know what I said there. I completely slurred my words. What I meant to say was Jay's taking it in. And with a flip reset like that, that is a great response. Should be a confidence booster in a game that's been relatively bland and back and forth. I mean, I guess bland in that no one's taking the lead. Bland for these players, not for us. I've been enjoying this. Yeah, no one's been able to take a lead. It's now Hocki. I can tell he's looking for his response to the... But look at a breezy flick there. But he could never really complete it. He didn't have the right setup. So Jay's actually taking that 50. And that's wide open. Hocki's going to be happy that he's in the right places now. He'll... I don't know what that was. Honestly, I don't think I want to ever see it again there. And neither does Jay. Hocki getting a little too fancy. It's only game 4. Hocki's only leading by 1 game, and I mean, if Jay can get some momentum here, who knows what happens in game 5? Every game's been almost a coin flip at times. At best, it's been a little one-sided. So for Hocki, that is a little too much trying here. As he does get the demo and the boost. Man, everything going Hocki's way. And another one here, and we haven't really seen too many demos from Hocki. That's his first of the game. It comes at a crucial point. We might see a few more of those from Hocki mixed in, because he hasn't gone for too many of them, but he generally is the one who likes to go for demos. Between the two of these, he likes those. Definitely a strength of Hocki's. Especially in ones where there is only one player. Hocki. A high pop-up. Jay, who will wait on this one. Hocki's still waiting. Jay, does he actually have this one? Hocki thought for a second he wasn't going to be there in time. But he is waiting under it. For good reason, he doesn't want to commit too heavily. Jay has been waiting. And he knows that if Jay can score next, it'll almost certainly be giving him a very tough time to answer. Hocki is staying close, though. A lot of space for Jay to work with. In fact, so little. I mean, these guys are like nose to nose right now, but here's Hocki with some open room and a good little bit of time to just control that one. He took a little bit of time to get that on his hood, but it will be enough for him. And Hocki, or Hocki Star as some people have known him. Up by 1 with a less than 90 seconds to go. We are getting very close to the end of this game. And still the winner, far from being decided. Hocki's another chance for a solo play here. Jay will have boost though. And Hocki will know that. Oh, no way. He's got a double tap at the end of this play. Hocki! Oh, he's actually put it on target too. Jay will be there. Hocki had actually put in a beautiful double tap. Now he'll find the goal. This is just an air dribble. Honestly, that Musty Flick double tap almost connected, but he will still be given credit. On this one, this is a little simpler, a little bit easier for him. No one in net. He's up by 2, just like last game. Hocki is starting to pull away at the end of it. Jay needs to pull him back, needs to just keep his calm. This game is far from over, it feels. But he's got to be careful. Another demo sure to be following from Hocki, who's chasing right behind him. In fact, Hocki actually doesn't get the challenge there. Jay, unable to score. They don't have boost. Either of these players don't have boost. Both leave the play for a little bit, and 30 seconds to go. He needs to push aggressive. He needs to get 2 goals. Hocki, letting him challenge. As Jay, oh, that's a pretty bad first touch, but won't need to worry about it because Hocki's waiting on him. That flick needed to be higher. As Hocki gets bumped out of the way, 10 seconds. Ticking away here. Jay, can he put this one on? He's got to get it in, but he does not find his chance. And that will end the match. Hocki has defeated Jay in the 1v1 show match. 3 games to 1. The Team Not Found players jumping in for a little fun at the end of the night, and it'll be Hocki's night to take. And again, what a night it has been. We have had so many good matches. We end off with a great 1v1 here as well. As and our first match, NIRV Technique winning in Game 5. And then obviously you got to see Hocki win in the 1v1 matchup. Definitely made a name for himself in ones in the 135 esports organization, and he will continue to be a big name in that. But that's it for us. That's it for the night. Thank you all so much for joining this stream. It was an absolute blast to be hosting for all of you here for all of the matches this evening. But now I'm gonna go to sleep. It's a late night. Take care. Be well, and you'll see me again tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.